Here we are in prison.
Connor's too pretty for prison.
You miss me, sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart already.
Nothing to say. If you are here, then Washington is safe.
But, so, welcome to episode 32, Prison Break with no bathroom break.
I've just been pardoned.
Yay!
This is the 20-minute video.
Bet it's just as exciting as the last video.
For the rescue, gents.
Might even be better.
No further mistakes, Thomas. Am I understood?
Connor, it's your dad. Get his attention
Connor!
right now. Get his attention. Connor!
What about the assassin?
It's your dad, Connor, who they're
Dad.
only referring to as the assassin.
Dad!
He's here. They put me
Dad.
next to mine. Guess we didn't get them all, eh?
Deal with this, Charles.
At once.
Dad!
What are we gonna do?
Dad, where's my child support? Dad, why did you kill Mom?
Why did you knock up Mom?
Dad?
Why did you hit it and then quit it?
Little lapdog.
Dad, is this my role model?
I think I have an idea. Yes. Two birds with one stone.
Do tell.
All in good time. It's not like the assassin's going anywhere. For now, we should see about getting you better accommodations here.
What you on about? I thought I was getting out.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving for a while, thanks to Benjamin Talmadge. He's been running his mouth, saying all sorts of things. You're being investigated for plotting to assassinate George Washington.
What a bunch of bollocks. I thought you was gonna handle that.
We'll discuss this elsewhere.
That mustache is fucking creepy.
Everything about Lee is fucking creepy. He looked kind of like a normal dude in the past future or whatever the fuck. Now he just looks like a creepy, like, rapist douche.
Oh yeah. Like, I really want to applaud the Ubisoft team for putting together a creepy guy to be the main protagonist. And yes, that was the legitimate entire, like, wake up emotion.
Planning to escape. We should get in on
Oh,
Yeah.
And what makes you think that? Caught him carving something in the yard. Slipped it in his pocket real quick when he saw me. Looked like a key.
Probably just a shiv.
Nah, Mason ain't a fighter. Always talking and tricking his way out of trouble. Weasel Weems, they call him. Sticky bastard.
Come on, Finch. He's not so bad. Even told me some letters once. Gonna write a note to my lady.
Ha! What for? You think that whore's out there pining for you? Saving herself for when you get out? Huh? No doubt she's already moved on to the
This
next
is boring.
fella and
Yep.
the fella after him.
But if I walk away from this wall in any way, I will desync.
really?
Yep, I needed to hear that entire conversation, and now I need to go to sleep.
Well, I've had a nice long 10-second day. Better hit the sack.
When you're in prison, what else are you gonna do?
I don't know, you can like poop in the corner.
Oh, really? Because I'll try and do that in a few seconds here.
Okay.
Once I finish mashing these doors.
I said quiet!
Fuck the police.
I was really hoping they'd come up and beat me or something. And there's the poop pot.
Oh, excellent.
Smells even worse than it looks.
Pussy.
Oh. You want round two?
Yes.
Think I would
Well,
rather hold
What?
it in.
Further your life sentence?
Looks like we're not gonna poop.
Uh,
And so I hit interact on the bed, and we had to walk all the way off of it just to start our laying down animation.
yep.
And we go to sleep here, and we wake up there.
Well, Connor's is a violent sleeper.
He relives the murders in his dreams.
Yes.
He was probably reliving the murder of Pitcairn, in which he exploded.
Yeah. Actually, this is probably just some sort of, like, bizarre fever dream he's having, like, the instant his brain just got vaporized. What the fuck is that guy doing to you?
He was pushing me, because I'm a half-breed.
But you're totally Spanish or Italian.
I prefer to be called Spitalian.
Yeah.
Or would it be better to be called it tannish.
Kill yourself.
I'm already dead. I'm fucking playing
Okay.
this game.
Weems fellow. If he intends to escape, perhaps he
I need to locate Weems by the use of my ego vision, but since I've played this once before, I know who he is exactly already.
Mason Weems?
Yay!
I can skip that whole section.
Is there gonna be a checkers minigame?
Yes and no. Yes, I have to play checkers, but no, I don't have to actually play checkers.
A shame,
Oh.
as I was hoping you might play one with me.
I've consulted all the experts and still have no.
Fine.
Are you familiar with the rules?
So this is one of the checkers minigames, and it was actually a really cool game to play. On my first playthrough, I had a grand old time playing it.
Yeah.
It was never worth the time in versus actual like money out or even just time wasted. If I wanted to play this game, I'd go to my Mancala and other games game pack.
Yeah.
It's basically you take turns laying down pieces on the board, and every time you get 3 in a row, you get to remove one of your opponent's pieces. And then once all the pieces are down, you get to move them. You get to move a piece one space, and if you get another 3 in a row, then you get to remove another one of their pieces. Winner removes all the enemy pieces.
It is a private matter.
So this guy is
So-
soundly beating me.
Basically, the best way to play is just to be the cock blocker the entire time.
Yes. That's exactly it.
Oh. Anyone I know?
He is kicking your ass.
Oh, but looks like it's game over.
The others put you up to this, didn't they? Thought it might be fun to have another laugh at Mason's expense. Fools, a lot of
What?
them. To make light of something like this?
And
What just happened?
he got mad that I was pulling his leg about George Washington being assassinated.
Oh.
And you want to know what bothered me the most about this?
What?
If you look at the board, it has our exact game.
That's kind of interesting.
They render this whole thing in some freakish in-game engine.
Yeah.
Why can't they do that with everything else? Like with the bodies on the snow or the time of day? If they have a system in place that pulls the exact bullshit game we were just playing, why don't they do that for everything else?
I was gonna say shit's hard, yo, but they already did it for this, so they have the framework down.
Exactly. And it's still there. It's on the board. I can walk around. And it'll
That's
And this, my friends, is attention to way too much detail.
yeah.
But I feel it's a valid point.
Yeah.
This didn't make sense. This guy stole a key. I need to go steal it back.
Okay.
So I stole it back. Great job.
What?
Yep.
How did you psychically know he stole a key?
But then I got greedy,
Oh.
and I think a random guard figured it out.
Did you see that other guard murder the guard?
Yep. Get out of the way, I found a murderer.
I found him first. No.
The reward will be mine. But, yeah. This section was weird.
So when are you gonna play backgammon with George Washington?
Oh man, can we? But yeah, this guy just stands next to a door, and then as soon as I mindlessly steal something from him, then we have to go back to our cells and advance the plot. Like, it's not challenging at all.
Just kind of dumb. Would have been kind of cool if, like, you were just sort of given, like, a vague description of the guy, and he just looked different than everyone else, but only if you looked at him.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to find him in the prison and pickpocket that guy.
And
And you're only allowed to do it a couple times before guards would call you on your shit for pickpocketing people.
Yeah. And so there are like
That would've been
5
kinda cool.
guys that have the same description.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think it'd be a lot better than the way they did it.
And you just need to like sleuth your way to figuring out which one's the right guy.
Maybe with the convenient use of eagle vision.
Or like talking to people for like extra clues.
That would have been good. But that would have extended the prison sequence by another 5 minutes, and we can't
Yeah,
have
I mean,
that.
no, this entire thing though is this conversation is assuming the game was actually good and worth playing.
You know, it's amazing how
You're
quickly
going
I
to use
forget
it
that
to get the real
assumption.
key off the warden. You have to swap yours for his.
Why not just have me take the real key? Why all this extra work?
He might notice if it went missing. This way, he'll be none the wiser.
And when he tries to use it?
He won't. That's why we're targeting him.
How do I reach the warden?
There's no way in hell this nerdy as fuck guy can survive in prison. He's got like a bowl cut and he's like,
Writing.
yeah.
What I don't understand is his plan is get in a fight, get thrown in the pit, and then conveniently at some point swipe your key with the warden's real key and use that to escape the pit. Like, how were you gonna do that in the first place, guy with bowl cut who writes books? You're lucky you have a trained assassin who's good at all of these things.
Yeah.
I think this was my favorite section. Just because it was a harken back to the old, like, training, learn to fight section.
Yeah.
Because the very first guy, I murder immediately.
I like how everyone's immediately against you.
Yep. Well, I'm the new guy, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, you're just showing everyone that you're not a punk bitch. By
I'm earning my worth.
Yeah.
And this scene actually really reminds me of that opening sequence to Assassin's Creed 2, where there was the Italian street fight.
Yeah.
And as you remember, I accidentally killed someone too in that one too.
Oh no, like it was the one guy that canonically doesn't die during that fight.
Yeah.
And you just walk up to him and just snap his neck, and then the next scene he's just walking up and just running away from you.
Oh.
Nope.
What I don't understand is that Connor could obviously take on the entire military.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just fight his way out of the entire prison?
Also, what the fuck happens to fucking Mr. Smarty Pants read the lot's plan when the guards accidentally kill Connor?
That would just be tragic.
Because that's a definite possibility to his foolproof plan.
But it's a good thing the prison warden stopped in front of my cell for long enough for me to rip his keys off.
Yeah. And it's not like they don't search your unconscious corpse when they throw you into this pit, by the way.
Oh yeah, no.
They don't find the fake key on you.
Since they searched you when you came into the prison, they assume you totally don't have a shiv or anything else dangerous to take downstairs.
Alternatively, Connor hit it in his asshole.
You know? He's a good enough assassin, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. He's probably got his entire assassin's garb hidden in his asshole right now.
He does don it pretty quickly after we leave the cells.
How is he down here in the pits?
I don't know.
You'll find Hickey through that door. It's where they keep the important prisoners. Nicer rooms, more space, those sorts of things. It seems even in prison, who you know makes all the difference.
We're gonna kill this guy here?
I don't know, man. And here's a spoiler. I don't know if Mason ever makes it out.
Mason's a punk bitch.
Yep.
He's definitely one of the bitches in this prison. He's too pretty for prison. At least Connor's got his thuggish attitude.
And I will murder your family. Take no prisoners.
That's the only thing stopping him from being a girlfriend right now.
Yeah, he's way too hardcore.
Yeah. It's definitely a top.
Yeah. So this first attempt, and you know it's bad when I'm phrasing it with my first attempt,
Yeah.
I legitimately tried to sneak this.
Oh. Well, that didn't take long for someone to see you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So these guys came at me too fast, and I hadn't finished choking him out before the next guy came in from the side.
You totally could have taken every single guard in here. What the fuck?
That's what I don't understand. Like, why the pressure to do this legitimately? It's not like Connor is like a respected member of society.
Yeah. Oh.
And now I guess I just
You
choked
just
out
Martian
some air.
Manhuntered that guy because you just fucking walked through his fucking body.
I will end you. Woo! I'll tell you right now, spoiler alert, one of these two optional objectives I actually complete.
Oh no. I'm assuming it's the time one because I don't think you're gonna not kill more than 2 guards.
Yep! And again, I didn't choke him out fast enough.
Even though you just pony kicked him and killed the one guy who saw you.
Oh no, but he had time to shout about it.
Oh no, I'm being murdered.
I'm free to just casually saunter all the way up.
Now that you've killed every guard.
Actually,
all 3 of them.
I turned on my eagle vision just to confirm that fact. So that limit prison guard deaths is really just
You're only allowed to kill 1 guy.
Yeah, it's almost misleading with the whole 0 of 2. Thomas Hickey, I'm gonna fuck you up. Wait a second.
You're already fucked up.
And you're not Thomas Hickey.
Oh.
So this is what was foreshadowed by the "we'll speak of it elsewhere."
Okay.
To rid the world of all who do not share your views.
Guilty as charged. Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on, but we'd be here for days, so manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits.
And the worst part of this scene was that I agreed with him 100%. George Washington sucked ass as a military commander.
No, he just kind of just lucked his way through everything.
I'm like, dude, if I was in Connor's footsteps right now, I'd be like, all right, what do we have to do to kill this bitch?
Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then.
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
I said I would find you.
And so you have. But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. But what's done is done.
That was a whole lot of nothing.
And interestingly enough, in the sequence 8 scene here, Connor is the only model that's present.
I see a gun floating in the air.
Yep.
I see 2 guns floating in the air.
Any final words for that?
This game's terrible.